Let me tell you why I'm so happy. Because it looks like there's a new couple in Hollywood. Aaron, Pierre, that's Teyana. They have been spotted together several times recently, but they seemingly made it official after the Oscars. So they both posted these pictures.
I'm not referring to Aaron's purported long-term partner, Disney, but Pai, who is Mufasa, has an ex out there raising red flags. Jessica Hardwick makes it very apparent that Teyana should avoid being overly at ease because, according to her, AR simply used her and she isn't even his type. You will see what she means when you see Jessica. Is this about love, or is On chasing clouds with this black queen? Let's get started, Teyana. You see, Ann Pierce and Teyana Taylor have been quite popular lately, and for good reason. Their chemistry and looks have been wonderful, and fans are savoring it since their black and white Oscars photo shoot. On March 3, Teyana shared the photos immediately following the Vanity Fair afterparty and the Oscars. The vibes were unmistakable, and she captioned them with the image of Oscar night in black and white with no gray areas. Not to mention the score. Track she used because nothing shouts take you down, but Aaron, who was playing cricket, put the exact same pictures on his page without any words, a comment, or any hard work. Let's face it, the silence seemed a little strange. If you're proud of your female, you're going to say something, right? Emoji no, had a fantastic time with my lady, nothing. Vanity Fair has been trying to tell us this exact thing, and his ex-girlfriend Jessica Hardwick has been out there implying that Aaron has a type and Teyana doesn't fit that bill. Queen moment is a we outside type of vibe, but he didn't even acknowledge it, and that's where it gets a little shady. It almost feels like he's keeping her at arm's length, enjoying the buzz without really claiming her. The two were seen appearing extremely comfortable posing with N.I. Nash and her wife, and the after party only served to fan the flames. And this isn't even. They first appeared together in February when they were attending the American Black Film Festival honors. Cameras captured them having a deep conversation and giving off the vibe of "I like you, but I would rather not make it obvious." So while they haven't publicly confirmed their relationship, the streets are loud enough for them to hear what's going on. However, this is where things get messy because On has been keeping his personal life extremely low-key. The internet did what it does best, and guess what they discovered? Hardwick, Jessica one glance at Miss Jessica will show you why everyone is ignoring the entire Teyana mess. Let's just say that Jessica is not a woman of color, so when people discuss On's type, there is a noticeable difference between Jessica and Teyana. However, Jessica isn't just observing the situation. She's allegedly out here warning Teyana that she's going to be dumped, and if what she's saying is accurate, Teyana might want to keep an eye out because rumors are circulating that Aon prefers white meat, and when you compare his alleged ex with his current circumstances, it looks like Teyana might not fit his usual taste. I'm not the one saying this, but Miss Jessica is making sure we all know it. But here's where it gets tricky. Is Jessica really just bitter, as if she's lying? Well, wait a minute, because it doesn't end there. Because there are more pictures of Mr. Aaron Pierre Mufasa circulating online. And guess what? It's another woman of the Caucasian persuasions, and this time, we're talking about an Australian girl named Hannah Hurst. Entire wedding without listening, inviting someone who isn't just a friend to a wedding, yes. There is a pattern because Hannah is also white. However, before you ask, this is the kind of behavior that my lady exhibits. As if that weren't enough evidence, there's this picture of Aaron kissing Hannah on the forehead, which, as you may know, gives intimacy and I love you vibes. So yes, there's more to this than just conjecture, but it's understandable why looking up Aaron's dating history turns up nothing whatsoever. We finally know why he's been keeping his personal life so under wraps because it's obviously messy. Jessica Hardwick, his alleged longtime girlfriend since 2019, followed by Hannah Hurst with all these cute photos and wedding dates, and now he's out there igniting rumors with Teyana Taylor and quietly gathering girlfriend's energy. And to be honest, I can understand why he's keeping things private because even when you compare the women's errands and relationships, you start to notice an obvious trend. It's not about these looks. The women are modest, humble, and very low-key. They're not out there chasing the spotlight or turning heads when they walk into a room by any means. They're not A-list celebrities, dripping in designer clothing from head to toe, and they're definitely not making headlines every other week. This is where Teyana's greatest contrast comes in. She's bold, flashy, and a straight-up queen who dresses down and carves for days. She's been in the industry for years, and she has that girl energy that On's ex could never have.
I'm wearing Christopher Rogers. Get in.
This difference is also being noticed by folks on the internet. One commenter commented directly on a picture of one of Aaron's ex-boyfriends, noting that she looks modest, likable, and modest in her clothing. This says a lot since Aaron likes this type of lady. She is quiet, gentle, and the total opposite of Teyana's fiery public persona. Now that I think about it, I can see why Lori Harvey didn't even try to consider dating On. After examining the matter, Pierre's sister stated, "Very not, and to be honest, I don't blame her. She's done being a public relations girlfriend, but is Teyana taking her place?" Here's the backstory. In an attempt to act as a matchmaker, TikTok and reporter Shemason suggested that Lori and Aaron Pierre would make a great couple, which makes some sense on paper. Lori had previously dated across the pond because she was with Dan Handsome-itis, a British snack of a man, so she assumed Aaron would be a perfect fit for her. However, Lori shut that down completely. She hit the comments section and said, "No, thank you, leave me alone," which is a whole new level of knowing that's not just disinterested. I mean, she could have just ignored it, but she wanted everyone to know that she knew that's on Aaron, and perhaps she did. She has been in the game long enough to recognize a red flag when she sees one. But let's not forget that Lori has some serious sway in these Hollywood streets. There's a lot of controversy around Mr. Diddy and why, so when a woman like Lori says no thank you with such passion, you have to wonder what kind of whispers she's been hearing. Perhaps she learned about On's supposed history with the various women, the penchant for white meat, the forehead kisses with Hannah, and let's face it, Lori isn't going to get used to having influence again. However, let's just ask, what is On's ultimate goal here? Not to be overlooked, Teyana is a triple threat, a singer, an actor, and a director. She's single, glowing, and enjoying her best life after her breakup with the Manhoomer. But is Aaron really cheating on her, or is this simply a ploy to keep making headlines? Don't mistreat Queen. The timing is intriguing, Teyana. He was the entire voice of Mufasa in The Lion King prequel, and this relationship undoubtedly kept Aaron's name in the public eye. But let's face it, Aaron wouldn't be the first guy to date Teyana for attention. When you look more closely at her dating history, you'll notice that although all of these relationships began with love, they almost always ended with the other person leaving with a lot more power than they had when they started dating. One obvious example is Iman Shumpert, who was well known in the basketball community before Teyana and Iman Shumpert got married. Their relationship had its moments, of course, and people were definitely cheering for them, but you can see how that ended. It got so messy that they ended up getting a messy divorce. But the worst part is that there's more to the story. Teyana and Iman's alleged infidelity and controlling behavior made things ugly. And although Iman benefited from the publicity boost, Teyana ended up with a broken heart and a public split that was messy. Then there was Soulja Boy. The precise timeline of their relationship is a little unclear, but we do know that Teyana and Soulja Boy were together for several years and that they even had a little girl together. There are rumors that they got married in secret in October 2016, and when Teyana Taylor appeared on Wendy Williams' show in September of that year, she teased that they might have gotten married. Have already gotten married, even though the wedding hasn't happened yet. However, like other relationships, this one didn't end well either. Let's face it, Soulja Boy's name was definitely more popular when they were together, so you had to wonder if she was truly in love or if she was just using her influence to help someone else. Then there was drag. Oh yes, we had to bring in Champagne, Poppy Mr. Certified Loving Boy Certified. You know what? Back in 2009, Teyana Taylor and Dr. were rumored to be dating, But this one remained very low-key. That is, there were no public confirmations or Instagram couple photos, just whispers and rumors. NTERVIE Luton 42/1056. He claimed that they were seen together at some events and in music videos, and that everyone could tell they had chemistry. However, Drake and Teyana maintained their cuteness and avoided confronting the rumors. So how serious were they? Or was it just a publicity stunt? Since their rumored situationship ended, you have to wonder if this was just another instance of Teyana boosting someone's profile. And we can't forget about A$AP Rocky, another member of the roster. In all honesty, no one really knows.